We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. Hopefully, Tim will be by soon. I have tried calling him multiple times. He is still sleeping, so hopefully he'll be here by NBA. If not, then oh well. But we had to start the show at 10 because I have class at 11. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. And let me get up my bet stamp so I can look at yesterday. The main thing, and we'll touch on that last. In the NBA, went 0-1. Adding the Lakers was a mistake. LeBron was ruled out. They lost by 13. I had plus 10. I thought I was going to rebet the plus 12.5. That would not have hit either. So it is what it is. Bad bet there. College basketball goes 1-1. Morgan State had a 12-point lead heading into halftime. They only win by 5, so that was a loser. And FAMU, I believe, won the first half, if I'm not mistaken, and then lost the full game by 5, so they cashed the plus 17. In hockey, went 2-1. I added a play late, and that was a mistake. Philadelphia team total over 2.5 was a easy winner. That game was over by the first period. Nashville money line was a winner. They shut him out. The under 6.5, Edmonton and LA was a mistake to add. But when we look back at it here, this was a game that had way too many penalties. Let me see how many it was. In the first period, there were 5. In the second period, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 penalties in the third period. And then you could tack on an additional 7 in the third. 22 penalties in a game. I don't think we had more than half the game. More than half the game was spent on special teams last night. That's not a recipe for success with an under. So, unfortunately, I did not know the refs were going to blow their whistles for fun last night with that game. It goes over the total. And finally, the national championship game was as easy as it gets. Georgia first quarter, Georgia first half, Georgia full game, Georgia team total over. All winners. If you were on the show last night, I gave out the under 72.5 live. Thank you to the Georgia kicker for missing the PAT to keep that under the 72.5 for the live total in that game. So overall, good night there. Overall, profitable night. Finished up a little over a unit. But today's a new day, and let's get into it. In West Philadelphia, born and raised, came out a Kraken who are known but then slipped on oil. Yep. I didn't play yesterday. Yeah, it is what it is. What's up, Real Deal Prime? Watching 40. And I had the Sabres on 5 parlays, and guess what? They're going on parlays again today. Good luck. I want really nothing to do with that game overall. But we will go over the hockey slate. If Tim is here by NBA, we will go over the NBA. If he's not, then I won't go over the NBA because I have 4 plays clicked in, but he hasn't put up any plays on the site. So I don't know which ones I can and can't bet because I don't go against the site, and he's the one that puts up all plays on the site. So I can care less about the NBA. So if he doesn't show up, there's no NBA. If he does, there is. So we'll kick it on off here with those Buffalo Sabres. They're a pick'em. Total 6.5 in this game against the Seattle Kraken. And looking at this spot here, I have this game projected for Grubauer and for Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. And I have this game projected 3.24 to 3.21 in favor of the Kraken for 6.45 goals. So I do not see any value on this game. I'd probably have this game priced Kraken minus 107, and it's a slight lean towards an under. I was hoping it was going to be Comrie in net for the Sabres to bet the over in this game, but with UPL in, I'm going to lay off of this spot. So No play for me between the Kraken and the Sabres in that game. Iowa minus 5.5. I do not have the spreadsheet up for college basketball. Let me grab that real quick, and I can help you out on that one. Iowa minus 5.5. We have them at a. It wasn't Iowa. It wasn't. Yeah, it was Iowa. I don't see Iowa here. Iowa's not on this document. Interesting. We only have Northern Iowa and Iowa State. So I don't know. We'll move on to the next matchup here. I do have a play on this one. I have 2 plays on this game here. We have the Pittsburgh Penguins. They're minus 180 against the Vancouver Canucks. Total 6.5 in this one. I have this game projected for Spencer Martin and for Casey DeSmith, as I believe Tristan Jarry is still out for a little bit. I have this game projected 3.92 to 3.03 in favor of the Pittsburgh Penguins in this game, 6.95 goals. So I did play the over 6.5 in this game. I do see a little bit of value with that. I got it around $1.20. I did a free pick video for that last night. And I'm also on the Penguins minus 1 here. I got that at minus 120. I have this game projected as around a 0.9 goal game. But I see a little bit of value here with the Pittsburgh Penguins in this game. They're coming back home after a road trip. Vancouver is not a team I particularly trust defensively. I see the Penguins putting up 4 to 5 goals in this game by themselves, helping out that over. And then all I need is a couple goals from Vancouver. Pittsburgh is a much better home team than they are a road team this year. And I believe this is Vancouver's first game on a road trip. Nope, this is their second game. They went to they went to Winnipeg for their first game. And this is the first game back off of a trip for Philadelphia for Pittsburgh, where they went to Boston, Vegas, and Arizona. I like this spot for the Pittsburgh Penguins. I grabbed a minus 120, and I grabbed the full game over 6.5. Iowa State. That makes a little bit more sense. We have Iowa State as a 4, so it's a slight lean the other way towards Texas Tech in that game. Stupid unders yesterday. Only 4 NHL games. Sabres, Habs, and Sens all get shut out. Yeah. And then the one game that didn't go under is the one I did bet under. So that was fun. Move on. Next game here. New Jersey Devils, Carolina Hurricanes. This line's moved down a little bit, which kind of bugs me. It's now minus 135 with a total of 6 in this game. And I have Pyotr Kochetkov and Vitek Vanacek as your projected goaltenders for this one. I have this game projected 3.57 to 2.52 in favor of the Hurricanes. I did play the Hurricanes minus 1 in this game. I got it at plus 105, but now at minus 135. Take a look what this minus 1 line would be now, because you can get a much better price with them now, I believe, than you were able to when I bet it last night, which is fun. Trying to find my bet online to punch in the what do you call it? Punch in the numbers, but I can't find my bet online tab. Cool. But looking at this spot here, I do like the Carolina Hurricanes minus 1 at minus 105. This Devils team is a fade team for me at the moment. They have definitely come back down to earth. They probably overachieved a little bit in the beginning of the season, but they were really good in the beginning of the season. Now they're finally starting to get tested. They're minus 137 plus 180 for the Hurricanes, and that would be minus 137 plus 180. You'd be able to get plus 118 now for their minus 1 line. I got plus 105. I don't like that the lines move like that, but it is what it is. Hurricanes minus 1 for me in this game. Anyone on Gamecocks plus 18? That's plus 4.5. Morning, Tim. South Carolina, St. John's. Go, Tim.
I'm sorry, I don't have it up. Sorry, Nick. I forgot to turn volume on my phone before I fell asleep. St. John's, we have it at 3. And then South
We have
Carolina.
16 for South Carolina.
So I guess I'll lean towards South Carolina, and then I'll lean towards Butler. But no bet in either one.
You can take over.
Oh, sorry. Canes should win. Maybe the under hits in this game too. Maybe.
I lean a little over. I think I have this game projected for 6.1 goals, so it's not enough for me to bet it.
Fair enough. You've already made it through 3 games. There we go. We'll go on to this one, which is the Minnesota Wild and the New York Rangers. The Rangers are minus 135. 6 is the total here.
Yeah, 2 teams I absolutely despise right now that I either hate or can't get right, or both. And this is one where I'm actually waiting for a goalie confirmation. Because if it's Marc-Andre Fleury, I'm passing on the game. If it is Philip Gustafsson, I'm going to take the Wild at a dog price. Gustafsson's been the better goaltender this year for the Minnesota Wild. His numbers are way better, and I saw value on the Wild with him in net. With Fleury, not as much. I think this line's correct with Fleury in net. Actually, maybe it should be more like minus 120 for the Rangers, minus 125. So maybe a slight bit of value with the Wild here, but also a lean towards an under in this game. I have this game projected with Fleury and Shesterkin, 3.07 to 2.61. But if it is Philip Gustafsson, I will be playing the Wild. If it's Marc-Andre Fleury, I will happily pass this game. So this is one of those. There's a couple of those type of games here where I'm waiting on goalie confirmations before betting anything.
That's fair. Sometimes it's like waiting for starting pitchers. Makes sense. Columbus Blue Jackets and the Tampa Bay Lightning are going at it. Tampa Bay is a slight minus 405, and 6 is your total here.
Yeah, this is another one where I'm waiting for goalie confirmation because I lean under at the moment. Obviously, I'm not touching a side in this game. It's kind of ridiculous. If I had to bet anything, maybe you take a shot with Columbus, saying they should be more like plus 200 rather than plus 300. But I'm not really too excited to go ahead and bet Columbus on the road against the Lightning. That's just not something I'm particularly interested in, even though I bet the Jackets in their second to last game. But they are at home as plus 300 against the Hurricanes. And this is one of those where I lean under with Korpisalo. I will bet the over with Merzlikins. Whenever Merzlikins is in net, I will bet the over. And I'm hoping they put him back in because he had a shutout, or he only gave up 1 goal in his last game against Washington in a 1-0 loss. So I can see them maybe going back to him in this game, which I would absolutely love because, well, I like to fade him. So it's like getting Patrick Corbin on the mound. So I'm waiting. I'm hoping for Merzlikins. If it's Korpisalo, I'll probably stay off. If it's Korpisalo, I may have interest in taking a stab here with the Columbus Blue Jackets. I don't know if I'd be betting the plus 300 or whatever, but I'd be definitely interested in Columbus if it's Korpisalo. If it is Merzlikins, I want the over. So really need to see who's in goaltender for this one here, but it's a pass already at the moment.
There you go. We'll keep on scrolling through these. The Winnipeg Jets are minus 130 in Detroit. 6 is your total in this game.
Yeah, this is one I did bet yesterday. Hellebuck and Husso are my projected goaltenders for this one here. Husso is actually taking a step down as of late, where he's been a below average goaltender now, or a league average goaltender. 1.002 is his goalie rating. Hellebuck's been absolutely awesome this year. I have this game projected 3.11 to 2.41, 5.52 projected goals in this game. I'm kind of interested in the Winnipeg Jets in this game as well. It's just, I feel like this line is suspiciously low. Minus 130 seems a little low, but I mean, I am looking towards Winnipeg in this game. I would love to see Detroit win this one for my Colorado futures, but I lean Winnipeg. I did bet the under 6.5 here. I have it more like a 5.5 for this line, not a 6. So I did grab a little under. Detroit offensively has been struggling as of late, and I can see them struggling offensively here against one of the better goalies in hockey at the moment. Because when we look at what Detroit's done recently, 1-2-1, they got 4 against Ottawa, 3 against Buffalo. And this is a team that offensively they've gone under in 4 straight games. So I am leaning toward, and they've lost 3 of those 4 games. So I pull the trigger on Winnipeg here in this spot around $1.30. Also, you can go ahead, maybe grab the team total under 2.5 with the Red Wings at plus 130. I think that's not a bad look either. So, a couple leans here. Might pull the trigger on one of them. I don't know yet, but I do have Detroit projected around 2.41. So maybe seeing a plus price on that under 2.5 is kind of appealing.
Sounds good. I like the Jets. There you go. Good morning. I saw one of you guys on the ECU football game. That was cool.
Yeah, that was Tim at the Birmingham Bowl.
That was a while ago. All ears. Morning, real deal. Go Sabres, even though yesterday sucked. We'll keep on rolling on. Dallas Stars are against the Islanders. This one's a pick 'em. 5.5 is the total.
Yeah. Usually when I see 5.5 this season, I like to go ahead and take them over. This one's a 5.5 for a reason. I have this game projected 2.53 to 2.51, 5.04 expected goals in this game. So even at a 5.5, I am very intrigued in this under, and I probably will go ahead and grab this under after the show. So there's 2 plays I'm looking at. It's Detroit team total under, and it's the full game under in this one. And I mean, I have this game priced at a pick 'em, so if you can get decent plus money on either side, maybe that's worth a look. Minus plus 101, I don't think is really that though. So I am looking towards that under 5.5 in this game. It's minus 103, so that's not a bad price for it. I lean under in this game. Probably going to pull the trigger after the show is over. I'm probably going to. And then you guys got to follow me on Twitter for my added plays at Nicholas_Earle. You'll be able to find all my plays there. But that's where I'll post any ads to my card. But under 5.5 is where I'm looking here.
There you go. Under 5.5. Mavs or Clippers, sorry, just on. We haven't done NBA yet, and I'll be honest, I like 2 plays on the 7-game slate. This is not a slate that I like particularly well.
Oh, I have 4 plays.
Yeah, so I'm going to have nothing on that game, by the way. Hurricanes first period, minus 125. Top of the morning, fellas. Under 5.5 is the play. The under, Dallas can win, but not sure.
Yeah.
Let's keep on rolling through these games. We got 3 more NHL games for you, Nick. Flames 165 against the Blues. 6 is your total.
Yeah, I have this game projected for Markstrom and Bennington. I have this game projected 3.77 to 2.72 in favor of the Calgary Flames. 6.49 projected goals in this game. So I did grab some over 6 here at minus 115 in this spot. I also did grab the Flames -1 at minus 107 last night. I believe this line has gone up a little bit if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if this line's gone up because I got it's 164 and 160. Actually, this line's gone down, I think, because I think you can get a better price now. Yeah, you can get close to even money. And I got minus 107, so it looks like the line's moved a little bit towards the Blues in this spot here. And I'm looking to back the Flames here. Their numbers are still what I'm starting to see in the Flames numbers is what I saw in the beginning of the season with the Devils, where they're outperforming teams. Their defensive numbers are amazing, and it's a matter of time before it starts to everything click. And this team's going to go on a little bit of a run. I can see that starting today. Maybe the loss to the Blackhawks is that little bit of a kick in the ass for the Flames here. So I did grab the Flames -1 and the over 6 in this game.
All right, take the Flames. Take the Flames. Dang, the Mavs and Clippers are a pick 'em.
Under.
Yeah, I especially don't want to bet it now because the Mavs were plus 3.5 last night. Right? Were they 3.5 last night? Let's see. They were a 3. They were a 3 last night. Anyways.
Yep. Yeah. And by the way, Columbus is expected to. There's a notification from Daily Faceoff. Columbus is expected to start Elvis Merzlikins at Tampa Bay. Jonas Carpasalo, personal reasons, will not be available for Tuesday's games. Daniil Tarasov, upper body, is placed on the IR. Jet Graves will be called up from Cleveland to serve as Merzlikins' backup. So the over in that Cleveland game. Reading the Cleveland Monsters, not the Columbus Blue Jackets. Yeah, over in Columbus will be a play.
There you go. How about the Sharks? They're 135 faves against the Coyotes. 6.5 is your total in this one.
I did play the Yotes in this game because I have this game projected for Reimer and Vejmelka. Reimer has been pretty bad as of late. I had this game projected 3.49 to 2.96 in favor of the Arizona Coyotes, 6.45 goals. I have about a goal of value here on one play. Even though it's juicy, I'm very intrigued by, and that's Arizona over 2.5 team total. And it is $1.60, so it is a little bit juicy, but I think it is worth it here at a 2.5 because I think they put up 3, if not 4 goals against San Jose in this spot. So I'm looking at Arizona's team total over 2.5 as well at minus 160, as well as I got them at plus 118. They're up to plus 127 now.
Sounds good. Golden State's a 12-point fave. Yeesh. Because I know I made my slides a little early. For whatever reason, I saw a bunch of 4s. So that's what I put in. Obviously, that's not the right number. So, yikes. Yo. Great night last night, ruined by terrible CBA. Sincerely sorry. It's all right.
Oh, did it reverse sweep?
I don't know. They lost.
Let me check what happened.
He under.
Yeah, everything lost last night.
I won't talk you off the under in the Heat game. Carolina plus 4.5. Yep. And Virginia over. I like I like UNC. I did not touch a total in that game. Million under. Worst CBA morning of the season. We'll bounce back. We will.
Yeah, of course it's the worst morning when you give everybody your plays on a live stream.
It happens. Curry is questionable too. I just seen that for Golden State. I like the under. That's pretty much it.
Curry's questionable. Well, that's why that line's moved.
The Warriors are the 11.5 favorites.
Yeah, he's questionable. He hasn't been playing, so that's why the line is moved.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Charlotte, Toronto. I believe my best bet's in that game. Yeah, my best bet is in that game. We'll talk NBA in a minute. We'll go through it in a minute. We have one more NHL game, and then we'll start talking NBA. The Panthers, the Avs are going at it. The Avs are 125 faves. 6 is your total.
Yeah, and I have this game projected for Georgiev and Bobrovsky. I have this game projected 3.42 to 2.92 in favor of the Colorado Avalanche in this game. And I played the Avalanche last night at minus 135. Obviously, this line's dropped. I wish I got the better line, but it is what it is. I'm expecting this to be the turnaround point for the Colorado Avalanche. And I think that comeback win against the Edmonton Oilers is probably what they needed to turn things around a little bit. So I do have the Colorado Avalanche here and I'll lean towards the over. I have this game projected for 6.34 goals, or 6.34 goals. That's not enough for me to go ahead and bet the over. If I had probably like 0.4 goals of edge or something along those lines, I may have gone and bet it, but not at this price or not that number. So it's a pass for me on the total, but I do like the Avalanche here.
All right, as it is. Damn, I missed that Warriors 4.5 last night. I don't know how many books it was on, but so when I figure out the odds and stuff when I make the slides, I just go to BetStamp and whatever it tells me. I believe there are Canadian books that not a lot of people get access to. So I'm not 100% sure which ones they were again, but they gave me weird lines. It happens. Not all the lines I put up are always 100% perfect. So it happens. I'm sorry. Raptors and Sabres parlay. I'm not going to talk you off of it, although the Raptors have been a little bit rough lately. Thumbs up. LSU or Florida? How about the over? I'll take the over in LSU and Florida. Let's go to the NBA, Nick.
Yes, I have 4 plays I'm looking at in the NBA.
I got 2. One of them's my best bet.
And I didn't know which ones you had or not. I know I don't conflict with the best bet, but this is not one of those games. The The 76ers are 11-point favorites, total 227.5 in this game. I have this game projected at 12.5, and I have this game projected at 229.5. So I saw 2 points of value towards the over, 1.5 points of value towards the Sixers, and a no play.
Yeah, I want nothing to do with this. I'll be completely honest. This slate is not fun. It's just not a slate I want to be going after a lot with. This is a double-digit spread that I'm not laying with Philadelphia. I do not trust Detroit on the road. Last night, my stream or in Ballin Out, I said I leaned Detroit. Not enough for me to want to bet it. I'm staying completely away from this game. Pass.
Yeah.
What's up, Earle Bros? I smashed a like. I seen your video about Suns. I put it in. I got G's minus 9.5. Happy with that line. I don't know how many places had that for. And honestly, it didn't really matter to me. I didn't know that it was going to be a 10.5 or whatever until after I recorded the video. So, it happens. Butler or St. John's. I believe it was a lean towards Butler, but no bet. No Bogdan, no play. Pistons game. Fair. The Leopards money line, fade or follow as you wish. Sounds good. Let's keep on rolling, Nick. We'll go to this game.
Yes. We have the Miami Heat at the Oklahoma City Thunder in this game. Heater -4, total 225. This was a game I was looking at. For my total in this one, I have it at a 227.5. So 2.5 point lean towards the over in this one. I'm looking more at the side in this game because I have Miami as a 7-point favorite in this one. So I like Miami a little bit in this game minus the 4. What's your thoughts on that? And is that something that is not a bad move?
You said you like Miami?
Yes.
I mean, this line did drop from a 6 to all the way down to a 4. I kind of leaned OKC at that 6. At this number, I can't go after it. Knowing that I missed the best number that I could have gotten last night, I leaned to Oklahoma City. But once again, this is another one that I stayed away from. It was a 6 last night. It's down to a 4. No, thank you. Stay away from me.
Is there a reason why this line has dropped?
It could have either been. Well, keep in mind when I look at BetStamp, they give me certain lines from other places. And I saw some 6s and I saw some 4s. I'm gonna go check the injury report real quick. Um, let's go take a look. We're looking at Bam's questionable, Hero's questionable, Lowry's out. So there could be injuries, but freaking everybody on who do you call it's always injured. So I'm not really hung up on that. This has ended up just being a complete stay away from me.
Okay, so I got to think over that Miami play a little bit.
Yeah, probably. I'm not betting it. I'm not betting it.
All right, I'll probably pull the trigger on it.
Fair enough. What time is that, Joe? It's at 8 a.m. There you go, or 8 p.m. Eastern. Sorry. I played Belmont -5 and NC +5. Need more college action. Let's see. We are on UNC. We are on UNC today. Belmont. What did we have for Belmont? We have them as a 6.5. So yeah, I'd be leaning towards them as well. What did we give out? We gave out Georgia Tech on the free pick video for picks and parlays. So there you go. I like both dogs again tonight, to be honest. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Chinese basketball. Yep. Miami looking ahead. Who do they got next? Let's see. Who does Miami have next? Nobody tomorrow. The Bucks. They have the Bucks at home on Thursday.
All right, that's enough to keep me off. I'll stay off the match of the Miami Heat here.
TNT primetime OKC. OKC +4. OKC +4.5. Locking that in. I couldn't. If anything, at this point, if I'm betting Oklahoma City, I'm just taking them straight up on the money line. Let's keep rolling, Nick.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Okay. I don't have any ticket numbers for that, so oh well. Yeah, let's keep going. Toronto Raptors are 7.5 point favorites, total 230 in this game against the Hornets. My projected line for this game was Toronto -8.5, and I have this game at a 230. So this is not one I wanted to get involved with. It is a pass. I do have a look on the next 2 games. 3 of the last 4.
Yeah, I leaned over with this one. I don't feel comfortable enough to lay points with the Raptors right now, considering how bad they're playing. They're going up against the one team I would probably feel okay betting against, in the Hornets. Although the Hornets have covered in 2 straight, but that really doesn't mean anything. I leaned over just because in the dictionary of the Charlotte Hornets, defense is not there. They are the third worst team in terms of defensive efficiency, defensive points per game. So just not a spot that I wanted to go after. Toronto is a lot better defensively, and they've been going under a lot lately. So I kind of leaned over, but I end up kind of getting off of that one real quick. This slate's ugly. I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, I agree.
Tomorrow looks like more of a fun slate, but we'll see.
Okay.
There's 8 games, but the games actually look fun. Oklahoma City never gets primetime coverage. They're going to ball. I hope so. This is a team that I actually don't mind. I hope they do well. Kent, is that Kent or Kentucky? Kent State. I don't have anything for it, or it could be either. It could be either. I didn't bet either total, so no real push towards either way. Georgia Tech it is. I have at least 3 college now. I got Jets in regulation as well.
Yeah, I ended up playing the Red Wings team total under.
Pascal should go absolutely bonkers, but I don't know if I'm going to get to it. Fair. Maybe the over hits and Hornets plus points. Didn't bet it. Me neither. Look at the Western Conference. Golden State is a 6 seed. Their record is 20-20. LOL. The Lakers are 11 seed, only 1.5 games behind the 6-seeded Warriors.
Really?
Yeah.
If you ever wonder why we don't need more teams in the playoffs, it's because enough mediocrity gets in to begin with.
Yeah, if we started right now, in the Eastern Conference play-ins would include 19-21 Atlanta and 19-22 Chicago.
Get rid of it.
If we got to, well, here's why it works with the Western Conference. From the 6th seed down to the 10th seed. So Clippers, Warriors, Suns, T-Wolves, Blazers. It's separated by half a game. Clippers and Warriors are even 500, 7 games back. Suns, T-Wolves, and Portland are 1 game under, 7.5 games back. And then you get the Jazz and you got the Lakers, who are 8.5 games back, which is 1 game back of the 10 seed. And you got Oklahoma City, that's 1.5 games back of the 10 seed. So it's crazy. From the number 1 to the number 13 spot in the Western Conference, it shows how much more competitive the Western Conference is. From 1 to 13 is the same distance as 1 to 8 in the Eastern. Just shows that the Eastern Conference is just not as competitive. They have a couple of top-heavy teams. Where are you? West Virginia.
Where are you?
Texas Tech plus 7.5.
It's 7.5. Didn't we have that game projected at a 4?
I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Yeah, I have it as a 4. So yeah, if you're getting 7, go ahead. Either of you watched gambling related movies?
Yes.
I saw 21. I thought that was.
I was going to say 21 was one of the best gambling movies.
Scooby Dooby Doo. Where am I? You're am I in heaven? No, you're in Iowa. All right, let's keep rolling.
Yeah, this is one I do have interest in, Tim. Cleveland Cavaliers are 3-point road favorites with a total of 227 in this game. I have this game projected at a pick'em, and I have this game projected at 227.5. I'm really interested in the Utah Jazz here at +3. Getting points when I have this game at a pick'em, actually I have it at -0.5 for Utah. So I lean, or I'm looking towards the Jazz in this spot.
Yeah, I have my my best bet on this game, which I've hit 6 straight best bets on through balling out. So that's been kind of fun. And that's on the total. I will say I lean Cavs. It's just because I don't trust the Jazz right now. I have no reason to trust the Jazz. They have since they went on their solid start, they are now 1-7 their last 8 games. So this is a team that's starting to struggle, and I don't want to say I kind of expected it, but I kind of expected them to start struggling. This is not a team that I'm necessarily high on to begin the year. I would lean Cavs. My best bet's on the total in this game.
All right, I'm going to pull the trigger on it, though. I'm going to take the Utah Jazz +3 -113.
There you go.
It's a 2.5 now. Still, I'm fine with that.
6.5 with Tech.
Screw it. Money line. Our Utah Jazz money line +128.
Okay.
+125.
Movie. Didn't come in the live show. Yeah. ISX is lame. He didn't come in the live show. The movie with Adam Sandler and Kevin Garnett was the best. I haven't seen that one yet. Over is screaming at me. Screaming at you.
Over. Okay.
Bonk. Cavs in the over. Best bet's on the total, so I really can't give that one I want to play Mitchell over 27.5 points, but I feel weird. I feel like the world is going to be on back in Utah. True, this is a revenge game for him. I forgot about that. That is a revenge game for Donovan Mitchell. Why not grab Donovan Mitchell props, to be honest? Just because he is going to – this is his first game back in Utah. So, well, I meant screaming. You sure you didn't mean creaming? Sorry. Laurie Marketed. You can say that about Laurie Marketed too. Yeah, true. Cavs minus 9.5.
Oh, so everybody hates my play. Cool.
Mitchell balls out. Maybe. All right, Nick. Here we go. And I actually this is the only other one I really like today.
I was looking at playing this game as well. The Golden State Warriors are 11.5 point favorites, total 229.5. I have this game at for the side. I'm not capping the side, and for the total at 221.5. So I think this game is way too high of a number here for me. Under 229.5, that is a play for me.
I am 100% on the under. It was a 231.5 last night, but I couldn't get it then. I got it at 229.5 now. I don't care. Since the Suns lost Booker, I will say they had their. I guess they missed him for a little bit in that. They had him for a couple minutes in that Christmas game. They scored 125 in overtime. They did not have him fully in that next game against Memphis, where they scored 125. Good for them. Ever since that game, 102, 104, 83, 88, 96, and 98. This team isn't getting over 100 right now. They haven't gotten over 100 since last year. This is a team that's just struggling offensively. Oh, by the way, Phoenix hasn't. They've lost 9 out of their last 10 games. Their only win was their big win against Memphis. This is a team that's really struggling right now. They went from a top 3 team in the West to sitting in a play-in spot. And they're one game out from not even sitting in a play-in spot. I said in the beginning of the year that I took the win total under for Phoenix. It's looking kind of good now. I'll take that. Oh wow! I just got a notification. I got a verified follower on Twitter now. Brian Boom Kelleher. Let's get it. All right. But I took the under in this game, 100%. Clay over 3-pointers today. I could see it. Booker, no Paul, possibly no Ayton. This Suns team is just falling apart and quick.
That's why I didn't cap the side.
Yeah, I can't go after it. What is the Suns team total tonight?
Low.
It's got to be really low. Let's game props. Phoenix 108, 109 in that area. Take the under. They're not scoring that tonight. Come on, what are we doing? Let's move to this. I'm gonna end up ranting about one of these teams.
Yeah, this is the last play. This last game I have a look towards. I'm actually gonna head out after this breakdown because I'm gonna go try to find my class and all that fun jazz.
You do that.
Clippers are 1.5 point favorites. Total 221.5 in this game. I'm not really looking at the side. I have Clippers as a 1.5 point favorite. I'm more interested in the total. I have it at a 216. I'm going to grab the under 221.5 in this game. Thoughts?
I'm staying away from this one. The Clippers are pathetic, and they should blow it up.
All right, I lean under 221.5 it is.
I lean under, but I couldn't go after anything in this game. I wanted to back Dallas, but I cannot back Dallas on the road. This one ended up staying away from me.
All right. Fair enough.
You have a good day at class. I'm going to go over the last game.
All right.
Is Luka still out? Let's go check on that. Dallas, Luka, questionable. Paul George is out for this game. Just crazy. Under is in play. Yes, Luka's questionable. I might end up adding the unders, but this Clippers team deserves. They 100% should blow it up. Final game is the Orlando Magic and the Portland Trailblazers. Blazers are 7.5-point faves. 229.5 is the total. I don't believe that the Trailblazers should be that big of a fave, but I'm not backing the Magic on a second leg of a back-to-back. It's just not something I feel like doing. I lean towards a under in this game, although Magic have been going over a bunch and Portland's been going under a bunch. I would lean under just because of Orlando on a second leg of back-to-back. They could be tired coming into this game against Portland. Portland's been a very good defensive team lately, but I want zero to do with this game. I have my under in the Golden State game, and I have my best bet that's in the Cavs Jazz game. Other than that, I'm not a big fan of this game. You want Clippers spread? Yeah, I'm staying far away from the stupid Clippers. Paul is out with the hammy. There you go for the Suns. Under Magic back-to-back. Yep, I could see that 100%. That is all the games for today. I'm sorry that my games aren't as fun today, just because today's slate sucks. Not gonna sugarcoat that one. But if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share. And make sure you guys check out all the stuff in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website. It is all linked down below. Make sure you guys check out Ballin' Out with Tim Earle on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. I'll go ahead and put the link to that in the description or in the chat. So you guys want to just check that out, give it a like, do all that good stuff. I'm on the Picks and Parleys channel. That's not where I really want it to be. Videos, Balling Out. Here we go. Make sure you guys check out that. And then make sure you guys are checking out SeatGeek for all your concert tickets and sporting event ticket needs. ESP at checkout will save you $20 off your first purchase. Thumbs up with pancakes. Man, pancakes sound good. Hi, Tim. I like Golden State Warriors first half. I want nothing to do with that game. And I want nothing to do with them. Even though the Suns have been really, really rough lately. Complete pass for me on that one. And you like the Trailblazers. I want nothing to do with the Blazers right now. They are on a downward spiral. They've lost 4 out of their last 5. Their only win was against Portland. This is a team that's really struggling. I believe they've lost 7 out of their last 9. No, thank you. I stayed away from both of those games. There's the video for what do you call it? Balling Out. Make sure you guys check that out. I'm on the under in the Golden State game. I have my best bet in the Utah game. That is pretty much it for today for me. Cavs. I lean Cavs. I didn't bet it. I didn't bet it. My best bet's on the total. That's going to do it for this video. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Until next time, let's make some money. Let's cash some bets in the NBA and the NHL. Good luck, everybody.